Hey everyone, welcome to Nerd Talk. I'm Mike.
And I'm Chris.
And today we're just giving a recap of the Nintendo Direct that just went down. Give you our impressions, our thoughts on the Direct. We're not going to go over the other presentations. We might do a separate video on just the whole overall E3 experience. But today we're just going to kind of run through kind of what was announced, what we thought of it, and give you our impressions. So with that, let's jump right in. E3.
Yeah. So for the Nintendo Direct, I had some bigger hopes for it. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was kind of disappointing. They're not really so it sounded like a lot of games being released, but it's not a lot of new material and new content. A couple DLCs for Zelda, but nothing big, especially for the 35th anniversary of the first game. So all in all, quite disappointed, to be honest with you.
Yep, I agree. So as a huge Nintendo fanboy and owning all the systems and stuff like that, I love their franchises and stuff. This is the one I get the most excited for. And so, a lot of people say that your expectations are always, blown out of proportion. However, based on the fact that they really had nothing coming out last year, and based on how many years it's been between franchises, the expectations on kind of what was expected to show, plus the rumors and leaks that have come out prior, is that, there was an expectation to have at least 2 or 3 of their big titles, like their big franchises, be shown here. And they had 1.5.
Yeah.
If you want to count it as a half, because it was just a trailer at the end. It definitely was disappointing. Like, this was the year after coming out of COVID, having released very little software last year. This is where you come out swinging. Maybe you held some software, yet put some more development time on it. And then what's coming out end of this year, and then start, they said they're going to focus mainly on this year, which they did. But again, they did talk about some games coming out next year. They only talked about 1 or 2 games that are out next year. Like, they could have focused on a lot more. They could have showed 3 or 4 of the games that are coming out next year to get people hyped and excited.
Yeah.
But they didn't. It was very shocking, very lackluster. And like you said, the biggest disappointment was the Zelda 35th anniversary. They didn't have any branding, didn't talk about it other than him stating the 30th anniversary. And this is all we're doing. And it was just a Game & Watch. And I'm like, really? Like, Mario had Mario 3D All-Stars. Where's the Zelda collection?
Yeah.
Like, you already remastered Wind Waker and Twilight Princess on the Wii U. That can easily be ported over. And you had done the Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask on the 3DS. That could have been ported over. That's 4 games right there. They're just releasing Skyward Sword next month. So that would have the mainline 3D Zeldas all done on the Switch. That was a lost opportunity. And then the big Breath of the Wild 2, which everyone was expecting, not only was it literally just a trailer shown and not much details on
Very
it.
little gameplay,
but it's out next year, and not even a date. It's just a year. I'm like, okay, it's been 4 years since Breath of the Wild, and it's supposed to be reusing the assets. Majora's Mask took 2 years to do. Why is it taking this long, and why is it still not done, and what is going on with Nintendo?
Well, even he stated what made me worry was hopefully in 2022.
Aiming
for 2022. I'm like, shouldn't you know it's 2022? And I thought they were supposed to do some hardware talk, so maybe a new Switch, or especially with the leaks. Nothing was mentioned on that. Not even, yes, we were confirming it. Don't have a date or anything like that. So I assume hopefully 2022, because a lot of these games, even the ported ones, the graphics look like they won't be able to be played very well on the Switch as it is right now.
The Guardians?
Yeah.
And that's coming out this year.
Yes.
There's no way they're going to launch a Switch Pro and not have Zelda for it. Like, that just seems really weird. Or a big Mario, or a big... Yeah. Like, if they're going to have a Switch Pro, you want a big game, a big Mario game, a Mario Kart, something huge. And if Zelda's out next year, I would assume the Switch Pro will probably be launching outside with it. But then you have these games like Guardians of the Galaxy and what was that other game that looked pretty... Oh, the Dragon Ball. So I'm like, how are these going to run on the Switch? On the current Switch?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
So, I don't know if they're hoping they'll just be laggy for a couple months and then people will figure out, oh, the Switch Pro's coming, or if they don't. Yeah, it's hard to tell what they're going to do. But like we said, a lot of it was porting, remastered games and things like that. Metroid, was it Doom? Dread.
Which was pretty cool.
Yeah,
the new entry good. In the
Finally,
series.
19 years later, it's a 2D feature. So it's the 5th in the series, which is very cool. Mm-hmm. So that was interesting and worthwhile. Only one figure, amiibo.
Yeah, it's a dual pack. But yeah, it's just
So I guess they're doing the Tekken character and then the Metroid multi-pack, which is a different part of their set, but it's not the initial battle pass that they're announcing. Yeah. So that's being delayed, it seems like, over and over again. We keep thinking maybe 2. They don't even finish the conference with, oh, but wait, there's one more thing.
Yeah, they didn't do the one more thing, which was shocking enough. Again, okay, so Breath of the Wild is not ready for this year. Fine, you could still give us a deep dive. It's been 4 years. There's no reason why you couldn't have a little demo, something big kind of going through it. Nothing. And then we have, like I said, it's been 4 years since Odyssey came out. There was a rumor that there's a new Donkey Kong game that was pretty much being like finalized now, made by the team that made Odyssey. So 3D open world kind of game. So people were thinking it could be a 3D Donkey Kong, could be a 2D Donkey Kong. But either way, there's a Donkey Kong coming. No mention of that. Metroid Prime 4, they mentioned it is still in development. That's fine. Not even a trailer? Yeah. You couldn't have it by now. You couldn't have dropped at least a trailer saying, the game's not ready, but here's the trailer. Here's kind of what it's going to look like.
Similar to like Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild too. Like they did a trailer for that and it worked out fine, good enough. Like I just don't get it. So Mario Party, they're bringing that's another kind of port and remaster from the Nintendo 64, a bunch of 100 mini games, something like that, and so I just feel like, and that's a new game. It's not even a DLC. They're going to release that.
Yeah, they should have made it as DLC for the original Mario Party. Yeah. Here's a bunch of new boards. There's a bunch of new mini games. And then I would have gladly been like, here, drop the money.
Now you have to buy a whole new game for $80.
Yeah, and it's not even a brand new game. It's like, okay, we're bringing some of the classic boards back. Great, people wanted that. Yeah. But the original game that they have on the Switch only has 4 boards. Yeah. What's that?
Why not bring those boards?
Bring 5 or 6 or 8 boards like it used to be. Like it used to have a much more variety than it does now. Yeah. So if you're gonna, and then this new game only has, did it say 4 boards?
4 boards, I think, and then 100 mini games or something.
And I'm like, man, like bring more. If you're gonna do this remaster, bring more than 4, and it's all online. Great, I'm glad it's online. Yeah. But like, if I'm paying for a remaster, then bring 2 or 3 from each Mario Party game and make it like 15 boards, 200 plus mini games or something big. No.
Yeah, so very disappointing in the games that they announced and how they're announcing them. Mm-hmm. A lot of them could have been DLCs, to be honest with you. I guess in June there's going to be June 18th. There's going to be a Hyrule Warriors DLC.
Yeah, the first part of it will come out, which is fine. I mean,
and then the second part's November. I think they announced somewhere around there. So that'll be interesting as a DLC for all those that play that. That'll be a fun game. But yeah, overall, just really disappointed.
No more mention of Pokemon.
Yeah. Maybe we hyped ourselves up a bit too much. I'm not sure, but still, even the games that they announced, there's no reason why the majority of people would be pumped the whole time and excited for these
new
games.
WarioWare game. I mean, I know that franchise does okay, but the micro games are like, I don't know. I want a game like I prefer Mario Party because at least the mini games are more meaty than like 3 seconds and you're kind of move on. And I don't know, some people like that, the zaniness of it. I'm not a fan myself, but it's like, what else was the big Mario Golf, which was already announced? It's coming out in June. Okay, that's fine. That's great. Skyward Sword HD again. There's no new news about it. It's coming out July. It is what it is. The Game & Watch was, while cool, they have 3 games on it, the Zelda games, versus the Mario, just had the Mario Bros. Game, right? Yeah. They have 3 Zelda games, which is cool, but I have them on my Switch.
A fourth game that was kind of like...
Oh, like a classic Game & Watch game that they reskinned. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, they're just dropping the 30th anniversary. They could have came up with a bang. They didn't give it justice like they did Mario. Only one Smash character reveal. By now, they should have had both of them done. Yeah. They were all supposed to be due February. COVID hit, so they said there's going to be a little bit of a delay. It took them a month or 2 before they got already working from home. Now you're working from home. All your computers, all your stuff is there. There's no reason why they can't get together and get these characters knocked out. Like, it's just it's mind-boggling that between the last character and this character, how many months has it been? And this one is still not even out yet? It's still not. Yeah. Like, what is going on, man?
Yeah, they haven't even recorded the gameplay of it yet. Yeah. So I think that's later this month, the 28th or something like that. I think they're announcing 26 or 28. So overall, very disappointed in this direct. We're hoping for more. Hopefully in the new year, maybe they'll have something in January to announce maybe a March.
They have a ton of games coming in October. Like a ton. Yes. Like in addition, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl are coming out in November, and the Arceus is coming out in January. So again, further, like Arceus is not going to run well on the original Switch. You
that's
think
an
Switch
open
Pro.
world, huge graphics. Like it's a lot that's going to process through there.
Yeah, and so it makes you wonder: are they still planning on launching this hardware this year? Because again, it's hard to think now. So are they going to have a direct in 2 weeks announcing it? And if so, why not just announce it during E3? Make your conference longer and announce it in E3. Like, I don't know. It just seems like a really weird situation to be in. And if it is indeed launching October, which makes sense for Guardians and makes sense for all these games, where's your giant tentpole game to launch with that new console? It doesn't make sense. So if they are going to make the anniversary of the Switch, 5 years is next March, and then release Breath of the Wild 2 and the console then, that's great. But I don't know. Like, I just feel like a lot of these games that are running on it, the Dragon Ball and stuff, is not going to run well.
Yeah. I mean, even the original Zelda can glitch sometimes because it's such a big open world and people were having issues that way. So if you're coming out with, a second Breath of the Wild, the Arceus game, the Dragon Ball, all these open world type games, that takes a lot. You don't want these loading screens and glitching or drag and slowing. It just makes the game not enjoyable and your experience not enjoyable. So my hope is that they have something planned. They'll do a surprise announcement or drop or something, and they really need to pick it up, because I found the last few Nintendo Directs, I've just been disappointed at the end that I wanted more, and they're not giving anything.
Nope. And I don't know why. Like, they have all this time. It's not like they're releasing 5 big tentpoles in a year and it's like, okay, we need time to build the next one. You release a Mario and a Zelda game year 1. You released Smash Brothers year 2. You released, a remaster of Link's Awakening, whatever. You have had released a Mario Party officially. You've released,
no Mario Kart,
an Animal Crossing. But yeah, where's the new Mario Kart? There's one every generation. The one that they have for the Switch, was available pretty much within the first year, was a port from the Wii U.
That's right.
There's no new content other than adding the battle mode back in. There's nothing new. No new characters, nothing, which I don't expect them to add stuff to an old game. So clearly they've been working on that for the last 4 years. Where is Mario Kart 9?
Yeah.
No one, not even a trailer saying coming 2022. Not even a trailer, nothing. Just silence. So
they said they're working behind the scenes on a lot of games that they haven't announced, but at least announce some of the things that get people hyped or ready.
You announced Breath of the Wild 2 with a trailer. You announced Metroid 4 with the logo. Why can't you now announce a game like Mario Kart 9, which should be nearing the end of its development?
Here's some things to let you know what to get excited for, that we are working on things, and just let people know. Don't keep everything hidden and secret. Things can change. That's fine. Put that in the wording. But say, these are some of the projects that we're working on that will be 2022. No dates or anything confirmed, but at least give us something so that we know that things are coming, or else people may spend their money on other platforms and they may fall behind, which is unfortunate because it's such a great system and great company. But hopefully they step it up and really start to announce things, because like I said, the last few directs have been subpar in my opinion and not very entertaining.
Yeah, I agree. And I think at this point, for the Nintendo Switch, I mean, it's still selling well, which is fine. They're still making money, and that's great. But it's going to get to the point now where it's like, well, there's not much big stuff coming out. So like, you know what? I was saving up my money in hopes of the Pro. I was saving up for, a couple of these big titles. And now that's kind of been, most of them. There's a couple of big ones like Metroid Dread looks awesome. We have the Pokemon remasters, but Pokemon games are coming out this year. And, I guess for those who are huge Mario Party fans, I love Mario Party, but I guess a remaster or reimagining of original ones, it's all third-party stuff. Yeah. It's all Guardians and all these other titles that are coming out, Shin Megami Tensei and like all these other Fatal Frame remaster and that's great. Like, where's the Nintendo stuff? This is what I bought the system for, and it seems like lackluster, and I think that they really need to step it up. So yeah, the money that I was expecting to spend on a Pro this year is not necessary. But then I'm worried, like, PSVR was expected to launch next year, because when they announced it, they said it's not coming out this year. It's about a year away or 2 years away. So if PSVR comes out next year, I'm saving up my money for that. But now Switch Pro is also coming out. Like what's going on? Like, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
They need to give people time to plan and save money and expect. If I see these games that are coming, it's like, oh yeah, and the Pro's coming out. Okay, yeah, I can see. I want to play these. Like, if I was going to buy Guardians, I wouldn't buy it for the Switch.
No,
not without the Pro.
Nope.
I'd buy it on either the PlayStation or Xbox.
But even with the Pro, it's still not going to be as pretty or as quick loading as a PS5 or Xbox. It's not going to have the SSD in there. It's not going to be the instant loading. It's not going to be all that stuff. So, yeah, I want a Pro because, one, I'm running out of space in my current Switch, and it's been 4 years. I'm worried about the battery not lasting as long, and that. So there is a reason to upgrade. I just want to get that upgrade now, and it just seems like it's taking forever for them to come out with it. They had the Switch Lite come out. There's no issue with having a couple different flavors. Why not have the Pro? It's not going to cannibalize on the main Switch.
Yeah.
It's those who want to spend the extra money, get better graphics. Those who have a Switch are going to upgrade. Those who don't have a Switch will probably just buy the middle ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. It seems very silly to me the way that they're doing it, but I mean, hey, they're making enough money off the titles that they do have, so maybe they figure let's hold on to these until numbers slip and then release 2, 3, 4 titles in a year. I guess I don't know. That's what their plan is, but
yeah,
man, they really need to step up the game. I mean, again, we're talking down. We did expect more, and some of that is our fault for expectations. Setting our expectations adequately, but like looking at a lot of other people and their predictions and stuff, a lot of people are on the same page of like not really like almost assuredly knowing that there would be some sort of Donkey Kong announcement. There would probably be a new Mario title. Now, ended up being a Mario Party, but like whether it's an Odyssey sequel, a Mario Kart, something. Yeah, they re-showed Mario Rabbids, which was already shown on Ubisoft's conference. It was already the spoiler, like it was already announced. So yeah, it's coming. It's not coming this year. It's coming next year anyway. Yeah. So why waste your direct, which is supposed to focus on most of the games this year, then showcase one of your own games? I don't know. I just wish that they did it differently. And then again, that one more thing, the fact that they didn't have that was another little like, man, like you guys not care anymore? Like what's going on?
Yeah.
Or is that like I thought they were going to end with the second Smash character. Just like they did with Banjo. It wasn't ready, but they showed it to be like, oh, it's coming. Yeah. There's no gameplay and stuff, but it's here. It's coming. Like, why couldn't they announce? He probably already knows what character he's picking last. Show the name.
Oh, they should have all the lineup ready.
Absolutely.
Yeah. They might not be developed or anything, but they'll have the names
they definitely
all ready to go and licenses paid if needed.
Well, they were supposed to be done by this February this year. So they definitely know. Yeah. So it is what it is. I don't know. And obviously, it doesn't look like there's going to be a Fighter Pass 3 at this point. How long this last one is. And there's rumors about Sakurai like stopping his blog. And there's rumors about him potentially retiring. And so I don't know if they're going to do I doubt they're going to do a Fighter Pass 3. And a new Smash game is not going to happen on the Switch. And I wouldn't want a new Smash game. I want them to keep adding to what's here.
Yeah. That's the point of it. Make it the ultimate Smash game.
Like this was like last year, there was no E3, but there was no Direct either, which was like, where's the Nintendo Direct last year? They didn't even do one. So Nintendo was disappointing last year. So I thought this was even more justification of a really great, amazing like comeback, and they just dropped the ball. Like it was really sad. Let's hope that next year ends up being a much better year, or they have another Direct in September that is the E3 one that we were waiting for with all the big surprises for next year kind of thing. Yeah, we'll have to wait. But I mean, that's our thoughts on the Nintendo Direct. What did you think? Let us know. Drop a comment below. Was there a big game that you were really excited for? Maybe the Advanced Wars remaster, maybe the Super Monkey Ball collection. Again, nothing big for us, but if you're really excited, drop a comment below, like the video, click the subscribe button, and as always, friends, stay nerdy.